Hey everyone, welcome to the finale of Let's Play Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Let's head through the top door. It's a statue. Shin, Phoebe, Knights of Light. We crystals now entrust you with our power. Alright. This part's kinda lame. We can't carry any more arrows. Hold on, it gets better. Seeds, 25. That's why last year I was like, oh yeah, wait, I'm fine on seeds. Heal potions times 25. Cure potions times 3. Basically, each of those chests contain a maximum of 25 of those items. So it would have had a maximum of 25 arrows, 25 heal seeds, or health potions, 25 seeds, and 25 cure potions. Now, however, it is time for the final confrontation. Taking a moment to see how weird this place is. Oh man, I'm getting goosebumps. It's been so long. Dark King, we meet at last. Indeed. And now you will serve me. I don't think so. We won't allow you to ruin our world. Alas, silly humans, I must share a terrible secret. That prophecy? Ages ago I started that rumor. Welcome to the power of darkness. Epic sneeze to start the fight. Okay, it's the Dark King. Guess what we're gonna do? Flare and white. He's gonna use lots of status ailment effects in these first few rounds. If they really bother you can just use refreshers. How amusing. Is that all you can muster? Alright, now he transforms. He's got more weapons now. He attacks with Cure Arrow, meaning he cures himself. So he heals himself for 1,000 and deals about half that to one of us, in that case Phoebe. Alright, we'll have, I guess, Phoebe cure. That's pretty much all we're going to do for these first few rounds here. Oops. Probably should have healed, but whatever. So powerful. Epic cure spells. Grr. Now see what I really am. He's a giant spider. Go ahead. Use that. Go ahead and pop a seed for him too. Well, Phoebe's dead. Alright, let's get her back up. Thankfully, since I've collected every equipment in the game, I'm strong to pretty much everything. Can't really take that for granted, though. You can still get, destroyed by unlucky spells, but, bad crits here or there, whatever. Golden Web petrifies, I think? Yep. And does a good bit of damage. Alright. Seed up. Go in with white. I'll be doing a lot more curing now. It's basically going to be flare and cure every round. And of course Phoebe can be petrified, so therein we have a problem. And thank God I'm strong to fire, because that would have killed me. Hit me. I hate it when it hits Phoebe with it, because it's just wasting so much more time. Silver Web is confusion? No, poison and confusion. Yeah, he's got some pretty beastly attacks, which of course he's the final boss, so I would expect him to. Better. Mega White. That's a beast, and there is no resistance to holy magic, so that's gonna do a good bit of damage every time. Oh god, he's got tentacles now. Phoebe, run! Alright, this is his final form. Don't know why he's still using webs. Yeah, Phoebe, do you mind not doing that? So this is hard. It's like, do I heal her out of it? Yeah, I think so. Because there's nothing he can do that outright kills the hero, so I should be fine. Alright, go back to what we were doing. Don't hit Phoebe. Don't. Okay. That could have been a problem if you had hit Phoebe with it. That would have actually been really bad. Ah! Victory! Yes! Yes! We defeated the Dark King! At last, it's all over. What the? Disguised as a human, I, the Crystal of Light, have guided you. Evil can't thrive if you keep hope alive. Use your courage and respect your world. A bright future awaits you now. Go and enjoy all the world has to offer. Thanks. Let me sail back. This is all automatic here. Shin, you say the Dark King was the problem and you beat him. But of course. Say, what's going with Reuben and Captain Mac? They're fine. They've already headed home. Great. Sometime I'll drop by and say hi. What's up, people? You're safe. What are you going to do now? Hey, maybe you can answer that, Mac. How about lending me that ship? I need a little more adventure in my life. Yeah, okay. Don't know how you can get any more adventure than you just had. Don't worry, Kaylee. Alright, well, let me see if it's still seaworthy. Don't forget your cap again. I like the nice little nods to items we've gotten. Spencer, are you still digging? Yep, all because of you guys. Anybody seen Tristram? That jerk, he's gone treasure hunting again. Well, tell him I said hi. Reuben up on stage. How's it going? Reuben, couldn't be better. Why don't we hang out in this town? No way, I'm off for more adventure in Captain Mac's ship. At least let me see you off. And here we are with our buddies. The ship's better than new. Thanks, Mac. 3 cheers for Captain Shin. Wait until you see my next invention. Can you come over again? Have a good trip. Do it up while you're young. I think I've had all the adventure I can stand. How about taking me along? You'll need an expert treasure hunter. You don't know what you're saying, Grandpa. You'll be back in no time. See the world for me. We're going to miss you. I'm going to miss you too. Farewell. Apparently I can man a ship by myself. Oh yeah. Shin's got his choice of the ladies. I'm gonna sail off in search of new adventures and new places. Well, hey Tristram. What are you doing here? I can't resist it when I hear about an adventure. I'm gonna keep an eye on you, kid. That's Shin, you nut. And there we have the credits. Yeah, I do like the ending theme as well. And yes, those credits are jumpy on my screen too. That's not YouTube being stupid for once. Ha! Ted Woolsey did the translation for this game? I did not realize that. Well, back then I probably didn't know who he was, so I never paid attention. Man, Ted Woolsey did a lot of the RPG translations back in the day, including Final Fantasy VI and 4, I think. Okay, so there we are. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. A short, obviously. I think my game time was probably like 13 and a half hours. A lot faster since I was using the fast forward button so much, but a very basic RPG. It was released in Japan as Final Fantasy USA Mystic Quest as an entry grade RPG to the American audience that wasn't used to, in-depth RPGs like the Dragon Quest games and the earlier Final Fantasies. But it's a fun experience, I remember having this as a kid, and a couple of my friends did. I remember, talking to them about it in elementary school, seeing where, comparing notes and whatnot. And it's still a fun game to play through. This is the first time I've played through it in a number of years, and it was, still pretty enjoyable. A lot shorter than I remember it, but, I guess, it's just really... There's lots of mini dungeons and only a few really big ones, but it's a fun game. I like the rotating cast. You got the main character, and then Tristram and Kaylee and Ruben and Phoebe. You got that. You got that rotating cast throughout the game to keep things fresh, to have different characters and abilities to work with. I really like that about this game. Not to mention it's got pretty solid music. I wouldn't say, it's better than, the mainstream Final Fantasies or Chrono Trigger or anything, but it's got a decent soundtrack. Something you can definitely listen to. The gameplay is nice and simple. Same thing with the graphics. They're nice and simple, and I still love how the enemies, graphic sprites change as they get weaker and you do more damage to them. And the seagulls fly off into the sunset. I think we're locked in at this screen. Oh, well, I can hit start. Okay, and it takes away that circle. Okay, that was exciting. Well, there it is. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I am going to have a bonus episode post right after this to show how to beat the Dark King in like 2 turns. I didn't want to do that for obvious reasons, but that'll be in a bonus episode after this. So again, Mystic Quest, fun game, fun RPG. Not too taxing on the brain. If it's something that looked interesting, I definitely recommend trying it. It's not too taxing on the brain, and it's a good time. It definitely harkens back to the simpler days, and it was a good ride. So thanks for everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. And I will see you in whatever you click on next. And until then, have a nice day.